Stay on RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day. Law of Attraction boiled down. I think this is going to be a big show for me, too. Every once in a while, really good ideas pop into my head. Felt like this was kind of one of them. Your mindset versus the technique. So there's a lot of us out there that are always searching for the new technique, the newest thing. What is it that is working for other people? Because I still haven't gotten my manifestation yet, right? So obviously I need to do something different because I don't have it, right? All these other people have all the success. They tried this. They tried their 55 times 5. They've tried living from the end. They've tried this technique. They've tried rubbing it out. They've tried their 3D perspective. They've tried, right? We got all these different techniques. There's a slew of them. There's probably going to be 25 more techniques tomorrow, right? We've tried all these techniques. Works for everybody else. Not working for me. Shucks. Why is it not working for me? Am I doing the technique wrong? Am I doing something wrong? What's going on? Why haven't I gotten there yet? And what I've kind of realized, and this was it's like a fine line, but I think it's actually the key. Truly do. And I think it's actually made the most difference in my life as far as, I've talked about like believing and how that matters, right? And that's very important. And just knowing that I'm going to have it is very important. And realizing that wherever it is that I'm going, wherever I'm focused on, I'm going to get there regardless of what things show up in my way. Those are all like effects of what I believe is the cause. So what I think the cause is it's the difference between your mindset. And I kind of had it boiled down to two different mindsets. We've got folks that are trying to create a manifestation, trying to create something, right? Co-creating, law of attraction, Hicks calls it that, right? So we're trying to create an outcome versus waiting to receive your outcome that's already yours. To me, there is a giant difference between those mindsets. Trying to create is the concept where so many people are coming from, especially those that are having a hard time, that aren't seeing the success that they expect to see. They're trying to create an outcome. And when the outcome's not happening fast enough or not happening in the way they want or just not happening, they feel it's their intention of how they're creating it. They're doing something wrong, so they feel like they got to try a new technique to create it further. Or I need to do the work more often because I'm not doing it often enough. That's why it hasn't created. Or my whole process of creating is not focused in the right ways. I'm not sending the right energy. So that because of that, I'm not creating. It always falls back on the way you're looking at yourself. And you look at yourself as I am not doing something right. Okay, right there, strike one against yourself. That's handbrake big time, slowing you down on your manifestation because you're already starting to doubt yourself, right? 2, you're not really realizing how manifestation works. I love the way Goddard describes it because I think he describes it very, very well. I think Hicks is very good about how we stay in the flow during the day. I think Goddard's really good about how we actually do the creation process. I think when you mix the two together, you've got your ideal, really. Just as far as a kind of a simple way to live our lives. But from Goddard's standpoint, when it's imagined up in your head, once it's real there, once you've seen it with clarity there, it's yours. It's yours. You're not creating anything. It's created. It's done. It's maybe in a higher dimension, but it is created. At that point, I'm just waiting for it to show up in my life. I already know it's mine. I already know I have it. I'm not trying to create anything. I created it. It's created. It's done. Already did it, past tense. Now I'm waiting to receive my gifts in the mail, right? It's like I filled out the Amazon thing, and I know what I ordered, and I know it's coming. And from what they tell me, I'm going to get it on Tuesday. All right. I'm going to get it on Tuesday. As my signs might indicate, it's coming soon because I'm seeing signs. Things are starting to ramp up. It's moving towards that. I don't question whether I've created it or not. I don't question whether I'm going to get it or not. I might question when I'm going to get it, but I'm not going to question if, and I'm not going to question whether I've created it already. The mindset is a huge difference for almost all of us. For those of us that are struggling in LOA, I almost guarantee you're falling on that creative side. I'm trying to create. I'm trying to do something. It's not the technique that does the creation. It's the imagining. It's seeing it in your mind. It's done at that point. The techniques are meant to get you into that imaginal place, are meant to get you working towards imagining, are meant to get you into a place where you're feeling it and trying to make it as real as possible. Because once you do that, it's done. It's created. And then you wait. The big question, I think, for a lot of us, when we're trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, why am I doing it wrong, maybe I need to do more of it, maybe I need to do it more often, I'm trying to speed things up. That's a really common one. And what I find is when we get to that place where we're trying to speed it up, again, we don't understand what we're doing conceptually. We're not creating. So a lot of people are coming at it from that standpoint. I'm trying to create it faster. I'm trying to create it more quickly. And from that mindset is a neediness. It really is. I think it's the root of it. Like I said, I don't know. I've spent some time on this. This is kind of where I'm at with it. It's what it feels like to me. If I'm trying to create it, it's this sense of I don't have it, I want it, I need it, I have to create it. And it's a very same mindset. It's kind of like hourly working, right? Creating dollars per hour. It's similar to a lot of us get stuck in some beliefs where certain things have to happen first or it'll never be able to work out, or it'll never work out between me and so because we have religious differences. Like, it's similar how kind of beliefs can kind of get stuck and actually cause us to slow down or cause us issues in what we're trying to create. So when we're coming at it, trying to create there, right? When we're coming at it from that standpoint, and then we come at it from I need to get it created, I want it now, I need it now, I have to have it now, and it's not happening quick enough, so I'm going to try more techniques so I can create it faster because my creation's not working. All of that mindset is of a neediness, is separation. It's not understanding that it's yours already. It's keeping you from the thing that you're trying to experience. It's keeping you from the thing that's already yours because you keep separating yourself from it by saying, I need to create it. By saying, I need to create it, you're implying it's not there already, and you're implying you're without it. So you're admitting your separation by saying, I need to create this. Even though I've been creating this for weeks now, I don't have it right now. I need to create it. It's, again, it gets back to that. I think a lot of people expect manifestations to happen instantly. Yes, if we were elevated spiritually, if the density of this planet weren't quite what it was, if the densities and dimensions were a little higher, things would happen much more quickly. But also to the point, most of us aren't responsible enough with our own thoughts to be able to handle instant manifestation. We would probably wish death on one of our friends because we got mad at him and then kill our friend. That would suck, right? Don't want that. Or I hate my boss. I wish he'd die. Or whatever. I hate this job. I'm going to quit. All right. Boom. Done. Quit. You just said it. You said it. It happened, right? Like, there's a lot of silly things that many of us say in anger or out of emotion that we don't mean, but we said it anyway. Instant manifestation doesn't happen for a lot of reasons and probably saving you from all sorts of pain. So it'll happen when it happens. That's the question. You're just waiting on receiving what's already yours. You're not creating it. It's created. Done. I did the imaginal work. It's real. And I know some are like, well, I don't see it in my physical life. Well, that's because you've created it in a higher density and it will come down into the lower density. It's not that it's creating into the lower density. It's materializing. It's becoming more dense. It's coming from thought. In the beginning, they say in the beginning was logos, which was thought or light. It depends how you look at it. But light's also considered to be the word as well. So in the beginning was the word, was light, or was thought. But either or, logos started all of this in the beginning. It's the thought of it that is it. It's not the it that makes it it. It's the thought that started it. Nothing in this physical world has ever been created without being thought about first. It's from the thought that the creation occurs. It's not thinking about it to create it. The thought created it. That's a huge difference. And it's a mindset. Let the thing come to you. Experience it coming to you. That is what the manifestation process is. Experiencing the coming of the thing that you created, not creating it. It's a big, giant difference. And when we get ourselves into that needy place and speeding it up and all those thought processes, that actually keeps us from what it is that we want. That's separating us from it. It's constantly telling the universe, I don't have this yet. And the universe is like, really? Because you did. You did just a second ago. Now you're saying you don't have it and you want it again. Okay, we'll start all over. You're waiting for it. You're not creating it. If you're doubting it's on its way, you're not understanding how creation actually works. And you're actually slowing yourself down. You're doing the opposite of what so many of us are trying to do. And again, if you're trying to speed it up, you don't understand that it's just got to come to us in the pace it comes. You've already created it. The things that speed it up and slow it down have more to do with where we're at on a daily basis, where you're spending most of your thought, how often you contradict the fact that you know that you've got it already. Those are the things that tend to speed up or slow down the experience, not how you did the asking, not how you did the creating. It all works the same. Once you've created it, seen it in your mind, and seen it with clarity, done. It's created. Now, let it come to you. That's why so many just say, let go, because you've already got it. Well, what if I want to live in the end? It depends. Are you living in the end because you're still trying to create it? Are you still trying to make it happen quicker? Is that why you don't want to let go and just have your manifestation show up because you're afraid it won't happen as quickly? Where's your mindset at? What is the root thought of your behavior? That is what is holding you back. It's not the technique. It's not. It's not how you're doing it. It's the fact that you keep thinking you don't have it. That is what is holding you back. Hopefully this helps. Stay on RadioStyle. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the little picture of my face there at the end and click the little bell icons next to the subscribe thing. If they have the little lines next to it every time I put out a video, you will be notified, which is a good thing if you like my stuff. And also, if you're really interested in trying to help my channel, one of the biggest things you can always do to help is comment, thumbs up, like, share. Thumbs up is liking, same thing. But sharing with others, all that stuff is super, super helpful. And if you like what I'm doing, that's probably the greatest way to help me grow my channel. And I always appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. We will be doing more shows coming up soon. It's Dan RadioStyle. Thank you.